Hi Capricorns, Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another awesome reading. Yes, we do, Capricorn, and I hope you're well. Before we begin, if you would like your own psychic reading, you may always get one. They are lots of fun, and they're accurate. I'm a Silva grad. And when we are done with the psychic reading, we talk about whether or not the things I have said are symbolic or literal, and this is where the enlightenment comes in about the situation. Yeah, it's very cool. And then we do a tarot spread at the end. And some of these things are very obvious that they are literal, right? When I'm reading, when I'm doing an energy or a psychic reading. Yeah, they are really lots of fun. You get different insight from the psychic reading and from the tarot. If you want a free 5-minute psychic reading with Mystic Sense, that link is below. I am mysticgem.com with a K. Everything's below in the description box. If you would like a tarot reading unto itself, you may get one of those, and check out my website or the calendar link below. So let's see what we have, Capricorn. And we have Breakthrough, Change, and the Master. And so these are both, major arcanas, and the Master is the King of Wands. Yeah, that's him. In this deck, he is called the Master. Okay, so this Breakthrough card talks about somebody who basically, it's justice, the number 11. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune is change here, right? Divine change or divine timing, right? And within the wheel, we see the yin and the yang symbol. Yeah, I like these cards because, they're wise. These are based on the Tao, too. They are. And so, as are the I Ching readings, right? They're very deep, but they are based on the Tao, and they offer wisdom that, we're not as wise as the monks in many ways, right? Because a lot of that, some of it is actually Taoism. They also use Ralph Waldo Emerson. I have seen him. Ralph Waldo Emerson, I believe, has written at least one spiritual law, right? Yeah, interesting, right? So we have with this card, Capricorn, to transform breakdowns into breakthroughs is the whole function of a master. And here we have the Master, right? And so, it came after change here, but that's okay. It's really interesting here. It's here together. And somebody has mastered. This is confirming that somebody had a breakthrough here, and it's justice. And the psychotherapist simply patches you up. Yeah, no digs on them. That is his function. He is not there to transform you. You need a meta-psychology, the psychology of the Buddhas. Yes, see, really interesting here, right? Because even if he has patched you up, right, and, maybe discussed your problems in the past, or I haven't been to a psychotherapist, no. I've been to a therapist, psycho. Just kidding, you guys. No, I haven't. I haven't never been to no, I don't believe I have. And so, but this, and no digs on any, because I love psychology, right? I love it. And, but we always need the spiritual aspect, right? And Bob Proctor says the same thing. He goes, you can, he's just talking about, how to manifest a better life. And sometimes what is missing in some presentations by some maybe coaches, if the spiritual aspect is missing and spiritual laws are missing, then it's not complete, right? Because we are spiritual more than anything else. Yeah, we are energy. So here we are, and this says, it is the greatest adventure to go in life, to go through a breakdown consciously. Yeah, that's really interesting, because to go through a breakdown consciously, like that you're having a really hard time, and you could be really changing and all that, but it's a break, like that it's a breakthrough, or that you're really learning from it and that it will become a breakthrough. So you kind of look at it as, wow, this is kind of shaking me up, but it's an adventure. It could be an unsettling one, right? Where, there's ambiguity in it possibly, right? And which is always, the more interesting in life, right? When things are kind of, we could look at it maybe as bittersweet, but definitely working toward the justice or the breakthrough is what breakdowns come from, right? It's like we have to hit rock bottom, but it's when we know we're there is when we can rise up, right? If we don't know we're there, really, we might do it again, right? I was just talking to somebody last night on the phone, and I go that, and she goes, "Well, that person hasn't hit rock bottom." I go, "Well, it sounds like it to me." But some people have to go through it a few times, right? Yeah, and that's where we come in, Sagittarius, right? We do. We come in and we perform lobotomies. No, we don't. I mean Capricorn. I beg your pardon. Did I say Sagittarius? Yeah. So this is though Capricorn. I hope nobody clicked off here, right? But this is the King of Wands here. This is probably why I might have said that. The Master, he is the King of Wands, but it doesn't have to mean that we have a fire sign here. We may, right? But we don't have to, right? And this Justice, this may be Libra, possibly, right? But they don't really talk about. Actually, they do in a way. Yeah, they do because we have all the core cards. We have the Queen of Pentacles. It's just that they call the Pentacles the rainbows. Yeah, right. And the swords are the clouds. Yeah, and so, but here we see somebody who went through something difficult, Capricorn, and they turned it into a breakthrough, or they saw it as a major learning, a learning opportunity for learning. Right. This is when we see it like that, we don't feel victimized, or we know we need to change, and that's where the change comes in here. And here is the Master. This is definitely somebody has mastered this. They have mastered their higher self, and they went through a hard time at first. It does become, yeah, it says it is the greatest risk because there is no guarantee that the breakdown will become a breakthrough. But when we see the Master here, we know it has, right? It does become, but these things cannot be guaranteed. Your chaos is very ancient. For many lives, you have been in chaos, right? Yeah, and it goes on, but many lives is really interesting because uh, I go places and I feel like, God, I knew, like I went to go play tennis and I go, as there was this lady there who's playing, right? She was one of the students. We were taking a class, and I'm like, I've met her before. I started asking her, did you work here? Kind of. I just asked her because I used to be a realtor. And were you a realtor before, or were you in real estate? She goes, no. And then then her age is so much younger than mine. I go, oh yeah, I think I've seen you or knew you in another life. Yeah, we have the lilies, Capricorn, right? And the lilies is interesting. It talks about sexuality and passion, but also purity, and that's so beautiful here because that is the best combination, right? So this is love. This is love, passion, and sex. And we have the cross. And I don't know whose picture that's supposed to be here, right in the middle, right? Oh, they're depicting that as Jesus. Yeah, I guess they are. It's just that, yeah, they are. It's just, it didn't look like Jesus, kind of, but, well, because, that's the cross for Jesus, right? And then, here's Mary at the bottom. But, this isn't necessarily religious, but it's not really. But, Jesus was a healer. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Jesus said lots of things in the Bible, though, to uplift you and to understand that you are a divine person. That was the original meaning. To be, to be your divine, to step into your divinity. That was the original purpose, at least of Christianity, right? And then, I believe things changed, right? But maybe not everywhere. But yeah, we have this. This is the Six of Wands. This is about a victory. This card, Capricorn, is also a 9. It's a completion, an ending, right? And, Jesus always represented an ending, but a new beginning. But this cross here talks about, this is about an ending and a new beginning. It is. The breakthrough and the breakdown and the breakthrough, right? And, but the cross talks about somebody had to bear something. And it's worth it doing that. It's worth it, like bearing a cross, like some type of sacrifice. Yeah, and now we have the mirror, and this talks about somebody who is really interesting, this card here, because it has all the 4 elements, and this is 44 is an 8. It's a power, but this is about understanding the situation brings you your power, understanding life, because this is the magnifying glass, right? And that's why you know, people who, you know, I don't know, need the magnifying glass if their glasses aren't good enough, right? I thought I was going there for a little while. Oh God, right? But you know, uh, this here is talks about stepping into your power, but again, understanding. Yeah, really understanding in order to like harness that power. Yeah, because we see the heart, the diamonds, and all these, all the four elements. This really the cups, the pentacles, the wands, and the swords. And here, Capricorn, we have this can be considered the Knight of Wands, and this is or you know, of that energy, right? It's a whip, right? And this is about stress. And it's interesting here because it's kind of a whip and a broom, which is, you know, both can kind of hurt, right? And so this 11, though, it's a stress here. This is can be about two people. It can be about two journeys, and somebody steps down from a journey with the master here, and comes through a breakdown, and you know, onto their breakthrough. Yeah, it's really cool here, and yeah, this is interesting because they call this justice. This has way more interesting information to read about. Yes, it does. Let's see what we have, you guys. And yeah, if you think about it, the breakthrough can be on one side of the scale, and the breakdown first, and then the breakthrough, right? Kind of like with scales. Like everything in life is a polarity. Everything is hot and cold, good and bad, right? Ignorance and wisdom. It's all a polarity, right? For sure. Let's see what we have, you guys. For you guys, Capricorn. And there's an overwhelming tone to the reading. And we have two people who are really kind of in love here. We have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn. And we have a choice that's been made after a breakthrough. And that's why we have change, which is the Wheel of Fortune here, right? And somebody has changed. They have become the master of themselves or unto themselves. Yeah, they have. Yeah, and they said, I'm really going to become a master here, right? So I don't have time to cut my beard. No, I don't. All right. I'm putting on this hat here. I'm mean. Huh? I don't have time to. I get that. Sometimes if I'm really busy, I'm like, I'm not going to put any makeup on, right? I'm way too busy here, like working away, right? All right. Let's see what we have, Capricorn. And we have the moon. We start with the moon and the Three of Wands. So this is definitely about a future. Somebody's breakthrough creates change and a future of passion and love and purity with this card, the lilies. A future with wisdom. Yeah. And a future of mastery. Yeah, don't send the student, send the master, right? We all have to be the student sometimes, right? We do. That's how life is. Okay. The Fool is here, and that is another polarity basically, right? The master and the student. Okay, we have the Emperor, we have three majors, and in the past somebody was worried here, and that's what the cross is about here. Somebody, and this too, this birch broom or the whip is, you know, it's the same, but you know, this can be stress and worry, definitely. Let's see what we have. It could have been that breakdown too. It could have been the breakdown and said, you know what, oh, but this is an opportunity for me to grow and to sacrifice something to move forward in my life. And that's what's going on here with that cross. Yeah. And Seven of Swords. Ouch. And we have the Hangman. All right. So, yeah. So there was confusion here and doubts and fears about the future. But no more. There's too much. There's mastery here. So we know when we become the master, we move forward in our life in the best way. Not just getting by, right? And, you know, okay, tomorrow's another day and just getting by. No, it's about passion and excitement to move forward and building. And in the higher conscious mind, moving you there, helping you to do that. And in the heart of the matter here, let's get a card. Why is that moon there for Capricorn? We have the Chariot. See, there is movement here. I just said that. All right. So we have what's helping you here is the Fool, Capricorn. Somebody wants an adventure with you. They have the courage. Maybe this is you, your energy, right? Or all of it, some of it could be. But usually this is usually somebody's energy, one, but it can be a mix because it's about two people. Now, the Fool card is helping you. This is somebody who has courage now. I don't feel like when they were going through a breakdown, they had any courage. Yeah, they have become the master. The Nine of Swords shows the fear in the past or the anxiety or the worry, and the Strength card. Yeah, so this was worry about courage. Will I have enough courage? I really want to do this. I want this. There could be worry if the other person had courage here. There could be that. Yeah, the magnifying glass next to the whip could be like, gee, I wonder, let me look closely at this. It just could be a lot of stress here, and maybe about the other person. But whoever went through this breakdown into the breakthrough, becoming a master and creating change and utilizing both the yin and the yang and understanding that they are a spiritual person, is the person who is probably worried. And now we have the Emperor coming into play. This is like the master taking control here of your own destiny. Yeah, it is. Now the Eight of Swords, it's about a release. Yeah, it is. And so we have the King of Swords with it. And, this is a decision to release, right? Release the old. And the Six of Swords is the transition, showing the movement here. And this is your advice, Capricorn. So this could be saying this person is in transition. It could be telling you need to move forward here and leave this kind of past behind. Six of Swords is always moving forward to get to a better place, definitely. The Seven of Swords, look at that, the 6 to the 7. This can be seen as an escape, and this is in your environment. Somebody's leaving here. It's a sacrifice. I got to go. Yeah, they are. And we have the Six of Pentacles. And they're doing that, Capricorn, because of this passion and this purity here and this sexual attraction. Yeah, that's why they're doing it, or you're doing it, right? And the Knight of Swords shows up here. The Knight is showing up with Temperance. There could be a Sagittarian here, but this is to bring in healing and moderation, wisdom. That's what Sagittarius is about, Jupiter. It's about wisdom and philosophical beliefs, justice. And right here is healing. But that healing comes by way of mastery and moderation and grounding. And that's what she's done here. And this is spiritual mastery up here. In the outcome, Capricorn, is the Hangman. And that is the sacrifice that is being made here for something better. Yeah, right here. And yeah, we're getting in this reading. It's a great reading and super spiritual, right? They are, right? But, we have the cross here, the lilies, and, the Hangman, and the Creator here, the Master. We're going to end this reading. Thank you so much, you guys. Get yourself a reading for your birthday. And, we're almost into Aquarius season. Thank you so much, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe.